like you said, the next group ain't that far off per se. I mean, not. I mean, 1, 2, and 3, 1 and 2, and then 3 is pretty similar. And then it kind of dips, but then that next group is still kind of in that second tier.
For me, it's 4 through 9 is that second tier, and it's all razor thin. Like,
oh yeah,
all these guys can go late first to second round easily.
Oh yeah. So hey, let's go right into it. Who is right outside our top 5? Like I mentioned earlier, my guy Josh Downs, and I'm going to tell you why. The thing that hurts is the size. He's not big. He's a smaller guy, but do not let that fool you. The speed is otherworldly. The guy has ability. I know he's 5'9", but he's got 4.4 speed. He has ability, but the thing that I think is going to push him at the next level is that he's not just the wide receiver. You can put him on special teams, and he's going to make a difference. I don't know how many times that he was able to flip the field position for us and change the game. Not to mention the games that he had against the App States and even Notre Dame when we were down, he was helping us to come back into it. So I have to put him there. Then look. A lot of teams, we've talked about their quarterback over there at Houston, Nathan Tank Dell. I mean, again, another 5'8" guy, runs a 4.4 speed. But when you have receivers like this that have been playing in this pass offense, playing Clayton Tune as his quarterback, another quarterback that might be a sleeper, these type of guys are somebody that you have to focus on and pay attention, and defenses need to at least get 1 or 2 guys on. I watched they have those little things where they do like route tutorials or whatever, and they showed him doing routes in the combines and stuff, and the way that he sets up a defender where he sits there and gives them maybe the little head jerk or the dead leg to one side and then just cuts it, that's creating the separation that's going to be huge in the NFL. If he's able to get on a linebacker, able to get on, a safety or a nickel corner where he can sit there and move them so they're going a whole other way, turn left and get that quick catch right there. And then I think for me, I mentioned Cedric Tillman out of Tennessee. He's got the size at 6'3" through 213, 4.5 speed. I thought coming into this season, he was better. Obviously, the game where, Hyatt got the 5 TDs, that put it over the top for me. And, Cedric Tillman, I felt like kind of got, I don't want to say he got lost in all of that, but anybody that gets him, they're not going to be disappointed. No. And then my next 2, Marvin Mims Jr., A.T. Perry. A.T. Perry, obviously 6'4", almost 200 pounds. It still runs a 4.4. Marvin Mims, 5'11", 183, but running a 4.38. I mean, just pick one. All right. These guys are going to contribute. They're going to be big parts of your team. And then there's still some guys in there that I'm still like, maybe I'll push you up. Man. But who's right outside your top 5?
So for me, the Tennessee boys come pretty early. Jalen Hyatt, like I said, is my number 6. Kayshon Boutte at LSU is my number 7. Yes. I loved him right off the start of this season, and he balled out. He had a very good year again, with sometimes questionable quarterback play. I'll give Jalen Daniels a bit of credit, but he was suspect at times. So
real quick, I have a guy that's like that. Great athletic ability. But some of the passes, you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah. But I think he's a second-round guy, 6 foot, so he can play outside for you. Cedric Tillman is number 8 for me. Everything you said. He's still a guy. He might slide into the first round still. We don't really know. Like, if you look at the back end of the first round there, like at Kansas City, if they go wide receiver, they could use that bigger body outside guy. Tillman definitely fits the bill in Kansas City there.
Absolutely.
I love the fit there. Number 9 for me is Tank Dell. Again, everything you said. And number 10 for me is Marvin Mims.
Oh, yeah. Love that speed. Love what they're bringing. And again, like we said, 4 to 10, you're not going wrong if you're picking these guys up. They're going to be contributors to your team.
Absolutely.
I do wonder. I mean, like we talked about multiple times, it has the transition. You have to be good. You have to get with the right system, obviously. And if you're super far on the depth chart, you might not get time. But when you look at these two lists, and I mentioned this with Josh Downs, who on here is going to need to have maybe more on the table? Who's going to need to, maybe potentially like I love Downs, I love Zay Flowers, but they might need to come in on some gimmick plays. They might need to come in just because of the size and the speed is legit, but they might need to play punt return or kick return, man. Who do you think maybe the more they can do helps their draft stock?
Yeah, absolutely. Flowers and Downs. For me, looking further down the list, a guy like Parker Washington's the same thing.
Yep.
I love what he brings to the table. Xavier Hutchinson, same kind of thing. Like all these guys, even Ronnie Bell from Michigan, they're all super versatile guys. Might not be first round guys, all of them, but they're going to be guys that they're going to make the roster because of everything they can do. There might be situations where there's 5 better receivers, but the versatility they bring as a returner, as a blocker, as all the other stuff that goes into the wide receiver position, these guys are going to make an impact one way or another.
Yeah. So definitely take a look at that and look towards that, and you can't go wrong. And